Hey everyone, Anthony Fantano here, internet's busiest music nerd, and it's time for our monthly Great Albums segment. It is now September, so I want to blow through or sort of go back over the albums in August that grabbed my attention, that I thought were great, that I thought were worth re-recommending to you guys, just in case anything slipped through the cracks. All of these albums, the reviews for them, are linked down there in the description box. Let's go! New Oseas album Orc. This is a blistering, fun, creative, and dynamic psych garage punk album with lots of instrumental color, some very muscular musical performances. The band sounds like a well-oiled machine on this thing. The riffs are fantastic, the drumming is energetic and propulsive, and John Dwyer's lead vocals have a lot of character. They're very gruff, cartoony, weird, strange. The Oseas continue to go down this sort of dark, cavernous, winding tunnel of madness and fun with this new album over here. Next, gotta shout out the new Brockhampton album Saturation 2. West Coast hip-hop collective Brockhampton have done it again with a very good collection of songs that pretty much follows the formula of Saturation 1. They have Saturation 3 coming out later this year, so they're really kind of hitting us with a lot of material, but there's still a lot of very slick instrumentals, some very catchy hooks, some very charismatic, funny, tongue-in-cheek, and entertaining verses from Kevin Abstract, Merlin, Amir, Dom, freaking Joba, just everybody who's on this thing, Matt Champion, everybody. I didn't think it was like, you know, the bomb drop, the refreshing sort of like, whoa, this is totally crazy and new and awesome, exciting feel of Saturation 1, but you know, it's still a solid project. Give it a listen, it's still very good. Next, Richard Dawson, Peasant. This guy's an English folk singer and songwriter who, I don't know, like his sound is just really experimental and odd, and there's something kind of almost medieval about his lyrics, his poetry, some of the melodies that he chooses. Like, there's a very old English folk sort of vibe and sentiment to a lot of what he does on this record. The songs have multiple phases, they're creatively written, creatively structured, and the recording is really kind of lo-fi and noisy and nutty and interesting. I think this album is incredibly beautiful, easily one of my favorite records of the year, but still, you know, there are some things that are really kind of strange and mystical about it and difficult to put my finger on. You know, there's a very odd beauty to this album that I don't think is going to appeal to everyone, but it certainly has appealed to me, and I think it's amazing. Want to also shout out the new Oxbow album, Thin Black Duke. Took me a while to wrap my mind around this one, but I still think it is one of the best experimental rock records of the year. Very heavy, lavish, lush, and beautiful instrumentation on this thing, some good guitar riffs, a very painful sort of sense of moodiness to the instrumentals on this thing that I just cannot shake from track to track to track. And Eugene, the band's frontman, his vocals are incredibly versatile, amazing. He's all over the place stylistically, emotionally. I don't know, man. It's just a hell of a record. And I also want to put on blast the new Dying Fetus album, Wrong One to Fuck With. Probably the best brutal death metal album you're going to hear this year. God, it is blistering and hard-hitting and ugly and raw. Also, I want to shout out the new Kesha album, Rainbow, which I thought was a very pretty and a very righteous and very well put together and a creative pop album. Easily her best record yet. Really kind of coming into her own as a singer and a songwriter on this one. Definitely not the annoying clubby experience that I had in the past with her work. And finally, I want to shout out the new Dead Cross album. It's self-titled. Mike Patton and the gang on this one essentially come together to make a hardcore punk album. There are a few flubs on here, but you know, for the most part, they approach the style with a ton of creativity and obviously fantastic musicianship. And we're going to leave it at there. Those are all the records I wanted to recommend to you guys. Again, all the reviews linked down there in the description. Check them out. And hopefully you guys enjoy this stuff. Let me know down in the comments what were some of your favorite projects in August, and here September. Let's go September. Yeah. Transition. Have you given any of these albums a listen? Did you love them? Did you hate them? What would you rate them? You're the best. You're the best. What should I review next? Hit the like if you like. Please subscribe, and please don't cry in the comments. Just be angry somewhere else, like in real life. You know, just punch a pillow or something, will ya? Over here next to my head is one of the videos, one of the reviews that I have for one of the albums I mentioned in this video, or, you know, you can click on our playlist to check out the other great albums recommendation videos that I've come out with over the years. And that's it, guys. I will catch you in the next video forever.